It was late February, and Bevan was excited. In fact, very excited, because it was carnival time again in Trinidad. He didn't care much about the mad revelry that came with the festive season, but it was time that he would travel abroad to the lovely Caribbean island that he only heard of and read about in magazines. That year, his church group was off to St. Lucia. On their arrival, they were greeted by fellow Christian brethren and were ushered off into their lovely luxury hotel. "Oh my," he exclaimed, "what a lovely island this Caribbean gem is." They toured the entire region, inclusive of Soufre volcano, where they would you believe, drove down into the mouth of the sleeping volcanic beast. They marveled at the bubbling streams of water and was careful not to take deep breaths of the sulfur blanketed in the air. The native residents were friendly, but Bevan was sometimes curious when they spoke in broken French known as patois. The beaches, oh my, he exclaimed, were clean, warm, and inviting. Their very enjoyable 7-day trip was over, and they were on a Caribbean airline headed back to Piaco. As the plane was taxiing toward the runway, a lovely flight attendant gave safety instructions, as they would always do. For some reason, that tired evening, Bevan paid more attention than he usually would. For those who are traveling with children, put on your oxygen mask on yourself first. What a selfish act, he thought to himself. But as these instructions lingered in his thoughts, greater clarity came. Those whose lives are dedicated to service can't serve efficiently unless they are first served and served well. In order for us to be ready for the challenges we will face in the future, we must get some rest. Mark 6:31 reads, "And he said unto them, Come ye yourselves apart into a desert place, and rest a while." You see, there were many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat. So Jesus invited his disciples to rest. Rest is a spiritual discipline. God intended for us to rest, so we must find no shame in doing so. Going into a trial unprepared is the worst thing that can happen to us. God is aware of our future. He is the one who devised our relaxation schedule. Remember the Sabbath, a day of rest and rejuvenation, so that we can return renewed, reinvigorated for the challenges, the different things that's going to come our way for the new week. Rest is an opportunity to restore physical, emotional, and spiritual well being. And we should also, like Bevan, take the opportunity to improve our family ties, not just our immediate family, but even church family ties. Of course, we must balance what we do in our Christian life. Are you respectful when it comes to rest? Yes, there's a lot that we'll have to do, but we need to be ready to do it well. We must prepare ourselves for the tasks we shall encounter. Therefore, you and I must rest. Are you prepared to take a good rest so that you can be recharged and rejuvenated in your spiritual walk? And even if you are not attached, or you're not you do not share the Christocenic view, are you prepared to take time off to recharge? Jesus is asking you to do so, because we were not created to just keep going and going and going. We must take time to rest. Shalom.